Deer season is coming to a close. We have 1 week left. Got the week plus the weekend, January 19th or 18th. That is coming Sunday. Last week of deer season, it's coming to a wrap. Wow, what a season. It flew by like this. I mean, guys, thought I was just literally talking about the beginning of season back in October, and now it's mid-January and deer season's coming to an end. Got some stuff to talk about. We're done with tips and strategies and all that kind of stuff. I'm hoping y'all got your target buck this coming year. I know a lot of duck hunters, they had trouble with the ducks, especially here in Texas. So I'm hoping y'all got on some whitetail this coming year. I've seen a bunch of photos online of some big whitetail. So it looked like a lot of people had some success compared to the duck hunters, especially here in Texas. But I just want to kind of recap about D-Tex, what happened the past week and a half. My buddy came down from Georgia, absolutely smoked some whitetail. He took a kind of a management buck as well as a doe, one with his crossbow, one with the 308. So that was pretty cool. A lot of deer still moving. There's still some bucks chasing does, if you can believe it. That kind of like second kind of rut kind of action that they go in sometimes, which is kind of crazy. But then again, I saw a fawn that was just born in like October. So that late rut, you get those late babies, right? Way past summertime babies. So then we had that freeze. It got down to like 28 degrees, right? We were doing a lot of coyote hunting at night, hog hunting at night. It was a blast. And then it's starting to warm up a little bit this coming week. And then come this weekend into next week, of course, right when deer season's about to end, we're going to get a major freeze here in Texas. Central Texas is going to be around 19 degrees. Down in South Texas, it's going to be around upper 20s, 27 degrees and whatnot for like 4 or 5 straight days, like straight. I think the high is going to be like in the upper 30s. So we'll get out of the freeze a little bit, but it's going to be cold. It's going to be freezing most of the time. Of course, right when the season ends. But I'm heading down Thursday. So this video coming out tonight. Y'all are going to see this. It's Tuesday. Going down Thursday for the last 4 or 5 days of deer season. We're going to try to get on an absolute giant whitetail and just knock out some more management bucks. That is the goal for this coming week and weekend. Heading into the weekend, kind of basically finish the deer season with just an absolute giant. Obviously, we got Soldier. And actually right on Thanksgiving Day, we got Soldier. He was an absolute giant, obviously, but we're going to end it with a giant as well. So make sure y'all are following and subscribed. It's going to be crazy this coming week into the weekend. So I just want to talk about real fast. Obviously, first I want to say, did y'all have success? Drop it down in the comments below where you're hunting state-wise and did you have success? 8 point, 10 point, 12 point. What'd your buck score and whatnot. If you didn't have success, why didn't you have success? Let me know in the comments below. But I would rate this season, honestly, weather-wise. Okay, first overall, I would give it out of a 10. I would give it like a 7. Weather was great. You know, we hit mid-November and we were out of the 80s. So that's always a good sign when you hit mid-November, we're out of the 80s. We didn't get our freezes till late. They got pushed back about 3 weeks. I love getting that freeze January 1st. It got pushed back 2 to 3 weeks. That kind of sucked. But we did have bucks moving constantly. We had great, I would say the wind really picked up late season, which made it difficult to hunt some of these food plots and whatnot. Plenty of times, especially just the other day, I'm holding down the ground blind for like an hour straight just because this wind's blowing like crazy. But what's weird is every time it's blowing, we get deer on the ground, which is very interesting. Other than that, I would say that the deer season was a success. Guys, I think I guided, probably 6 people on some of them, their biggest bucks of all time. Others on some absolute giant bucks. Big 8s, big 10s and 12s with drop times. Obviously, Soldier, lot of good bucks. There's still a lot of good bucks running around down at D-Tex for sure. That hopefully we can get on this weekend. But Great season. Everything went as planned. We obviously need to re-strategize on some stuff, like getting some new hard blinds, some more game cameras, re-strategizing where we're putting our game cameras and stuff like that. So going in the off season, we'll do a whole off season topic, off season episode of just how do you strategize going into the off season. But that's one of our big things down at D-Tex is getting our blinds situated, getting our cameras situated, because we did have an issue with some of our blinds, or some of our pop-up blinds especially, just was with the winds and stuff, we're getting out of place and ripping up and whatnot. So we're going to make a transition to more of that hard blind kind of setup. We built a lot of, oh my gosh, can't talk. We built 3 new kind of archery stands to get ourselves off the ground, which is going to be nice from snakes and whatnot, a bunch of other reasons. But we need blinds for them. So we're going to look for hard blinds. That's going to be one of our big upgrades this coming off season. So as the season ends, y'all need to start thinking everything that went great, but start looking at the bad stuff and how can I capitalize, how can I re-strategize for the next coming year, right? So it's a great time to just kind of look back and reflect of how the season went for y'all. Guys, I would say, I don't know if y'all have noticed, but post rut, guys, there's some deer that are on the ground that they've been locked up, they've been fighting, and I'm seeing a lot of bones, I'm seeing a lot of skulls. Absolute giant buck the other day that we found, probably 200 class buck, just gone, bones and everything. And that wasn't, I mean, he probably got in a fight with another buck, and obviously he didn't win the fight. So there's a lot of deer like that kind of, that post rut. You're gonna find dead deer on the ground. Basically, what I'm saying. So go on your property. Just go in the woods. I guarantee you'll find a deer on the ground that did not make it past the rut. It's almost a certain. And so that's kind of interesting, kind of see the deer that, obviously like these 3 deer that we found on the ground, I've never seen any of them ever before. So it's kind of interesting to see how that kind of works. But overall, great season, very success. Overall, great season. I'm very proud of what we did. Obviously, we're going to try to end it this coming week and weekend. So that's basically all I got for this kind of episode, just kind of recapping of the season and what we got going on this coming weekend. So appreciate y'all watching the episode. If you're brand new, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in that next podcast. Peace.